KWIK is the easiest way to transform your Photoshop compositions into mobile apps. KWIK is a plugin for Adobe Photoshop CS5 and above that allows designers and illustrators to create comics, magazines, and interactive books for iOS and Android devices with animations, interactivity, and audio directly from your PSD files.
Don't get mad, get media. MadPod. Rare celebrity interviews, indie music, madpod.com. Your global audio internet connection. Coming up on madpod.com.
Hey everybody, how you doing? JADonnelly with you, madpod.com. And coming up on today's show, we have the founder of KWIK.com. That's right. Along with KWIK, his plugin that you can use with Photoshop and CoronaSDK, you can easily make mobile apps. And we have the founder.
Don't get mad, get media. MadPod. MadPod.com.
All right, welcome to MadPod.com. And on the line, we have the founder of KWIK, KWIK.com, Alex Souza. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Jay.
How are you? Good.
I'm great, man. I was looking for this opportunity. Thanks for the invitation. And let's see what you bring tonight.
Yeah, it's great to have you on. Actually, it's a privilege because you kind of saved my life with app developing. I was just getting into it about a year and a half ago, and I started playing around with CoronaSDK from Ansca Mobile, and then I found your KWIK plugin, which really helped me out produce some other apps. So, why don't you tell us how you got started and how KWIK was launched?
Okay, so first of all, thank you. In fact, you are the first publisher of an app made with KWIK, so
thank you very much.
Thanks for that, and also a very good supporter of our plugin. In fact, the story is a little longer. I am a designer by education. My master is in design, and when I started to use Corona a few years ago, I got in love with the possibilities with Corona. But as a designer, I couldn't see, honestly, any designer or illustrator facing an empty page in a text application and start to coding in Lua. So I thought, why not to at least have some visual tools to support this task. So at that time, I learned and create a plugin from Fireworks to Corona, and I call it Fireworks to Corona Exporter. So I talked to Carlos Icaza, which is one of the co-founders of Ansca Mobile, the creators of Corona, and he asked me to do the same for Photoshop. And it was a challenge because I even had a Photoshop at that time. So I decided to take the challenge. I made it, and I had the privilege to have some snacks with Carlos last December. And we discussed some ideas for Corona, and I had some crazy ideas at that time. And I started to developing what later on became KWIK last January. Later, we could launch the version 1 in May, and now it's history. We have almost 30 apps at this moment, more than 50 new features.
So basically, it just came out in May then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but the app, my app, Nature and Harmony, which was, like you said, it was the first. I wasn't aware of that at the time, but yeah, it really it helped me along. And also, I have Arden's Garden, which I just recently did in the last couple months as well, using KWIK and Corona SDK.
Now, one thing that I like a lot of working with you is you don't have worries or fears to try new features. In fact, some of the features are pretty much tested on the fly with your apps because you're always ahead of the others. And I think it's great. You're taking a great opportunity with this new market, and let's try. And this is pretty much what I've been recommend people to do. So have a great idea. Try it.
Absolutely, and it's not just limited to Apple iOS. Also Android, the Amazon market. I have several apps on there, and also using with KWIK, and the Nook, and you have the Android market. So it's endless, and all these new tablets coming out.
Yes, and I'm also excited with the announcement that Ansca made a few days ago that they are pretty much preparing the same stuff for macOS in January. So I think it's going to be great. Another platform, another revenue possibility with apps. So looking forward for that.
And why don't you tell us about your latest release, 1.7, if some people are not aware of the latest and greatest from KWIK?
Oh, thanks. The latest version is 1.7. We launched it last week. Specifically, it brings several new features. In fact, I like very much the simpler between quotes one, especially things to help the workflow, things like open the last project and things like that. But at the end, the top two ones are, number one, in-app purchase. And another one, which was very requested, is what I am calling text audio syncing, which is pretty much you define an audio for, let's say, a page with lots of text, and while the audio is playing, the words are highlighting according their position into the audio file. So these are the major ones for 1.7.
And let's make a mention that you need Adobe Photoshop CS5 and above to allow designers and illustrators to create comics, magazines, interactive books from iOS and Android devices. I'm reading from your website.
yes, you're right. We tried to make it compatible with the previous versions of Adobe Photoshop, but because the development model in Adobe is different in every version of Photoshop or CS tools. Those ones are not compatible with a few things that we use and are very important for KWIK, so we couldn't make it compatible. And it's moment makes no sense to spend time trying to fix things from Adobe instead of keep going on and add things that people are using right now. So yes, I'm sad that I cannot make it happening.
But what you have is working very well with Adobe's CS5, so people should run out and get that. And also and the CoronaSDK. Is there anything else you'd like to mention here before we wrap it up today, Alex from Quickshare.com?
I think it's in a live project. So in average, we launch new versions every 35 days. Mm-hmm. I am already working on the next one, and I hope to bring in a few days good information about what's coming.
Well, maybe we can talk to you in a month or so, or whenever the next version is out, and kind of make this an ongoing thing here.
It will be a pleasure.
All right, talking to Alex Souza from Quickshare.com, the great plugin that you can use with CoronaSDK to make your books come alive using Photoshop. All right, Alex, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Gadgets, gaming, mobile devices, tech news. Don't get mad, get media. MadPod. MadPod.com.